Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 9 to the Skies. And as you can see, I'm flying a little bit away from my base, and that's because I'm about to do something really dangerous. So I've crafted up this thing called an angel block, and these can be placed anywhere without having to click it on anything else. So if I just click like this, it'll place it here for me, and I'm trying to keep it centered on my base. Not that it's really necessary. But what I've done is crafted this tinted glass, which I did say when I was building my mob farm I wasn't that bothered about. But this one is much better because this can't be broken by withers. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do a few wither fights. Well, I say fights, I'm just going to put it in a box and kill it like a coward from the outside. So let's just do this. And it needs to be 5 wide. And the trick to this is making sure you build it tall enough so it can't escape. Because that wouldn't be good. Is that 5? So we'll go like that. And then 2 this way. And then we're just going to build it up around the sides. And just leave a little space on the edge for me to poke my head in and just stab it with my sword. So I don't know if I've got enough here, and this is really difficult to see. So that's 3 tall, and I don't have enough. Right, okay. We'll go back and we'll have a look at the other things we need, and then we can get the rest of that built. Okay, so today the plan is to get into some hostile neural networks, and I have already created patterns for all these and got them all set up in here, along with a load of other things, some of the other power stuff. I've got all the Ender IO stuff set up, and a few other things. I've even got the All-Imodium one, so we're not at this stage yet. We need to get a couple more things set up before we can do this, but we're not far off. So the things we're looking at today is the hostile neural networks. Okay, so the first thing we need to get is the model framework, and basically this just allows you to create a model of a mob that you want to replicate, and then you just kill it a few times and the model will be ready to use. The minimum for any mob is 6, so that's why we need to kill 6 withers. Now, I didn't get any wither skeletons when I was hunting in the Nether, and I did go back and kill a few more, but unfortunately still haven't got any. But I have got 4 from a quest, and I've bought 10 from a wandering trader as well, so we already have 14. So we just need another 4, and you can craft them out of these fragments that we did get from killing withers. So if we just do another 4, no, I've done 5 there. Alright, whatever. So I have those, and I should have some soul sand as well, I think. Yeah, there we go. So that's everything that we need to kill. We've got the model framework, and I'll get some more glass as well. I've got this set up as a pattern as well, and then let's just craft up the other things we need as well. So the deplaner is, once you've got your model, you need to place it into the deplaner when you go kill them, and then that'll level the model up. So we'll just do one of these, and that is all we need for now. So the other stuff is what we need once we've got the model sorted. So we'll leave that there. Actually, we're going to need more now, because I think we need 1 and then kill 6. Tell you what, let's just get enough to do 7, just in case. That's another wandering trader. Okay, so 21. What you got? That is a pretty good sword. Yeah, sharpness 10. I'm definitely going to get that, and I should have enough phantom membranes. So it was 32, wasn't it? And 64 diamonds. I'm having that. Definitely having that. Right, where you gone? Where are you? Don't. Thank you. We'll take that. Nice. And I can upgrade that to netherite as well. That should come in very handy for the wither. Actually, let's do that now. Let's have one of those. And one of those. I will do that in there like that. Right. That's my new main sword. I'll put that one away. Okay, so let's just grab that glass and give this a go. Now, it's not ideal it being dark, is it? But I do have my night vision. I did turn this off because it was getting a bit annoying. That's better. Now, that should be more than tall enough. So let's just put a roof on this so we don't get any escapee. And then we only need a hole that we can get into. Like that. Maybe put some there as well. Now, I probably shouldn't have put the opening like firing towards my base. So let's do that at this side. Yeah, that makes more sense, doesn't it? Okay, and I can grab my angel block as well. Is this tall enough? You know what? I want to do another layer. I'm not happy with that. I need some more. Okay, so let's do this. And now, hopefully, that should be good enough. And if not, well, we'll just have to kill it, won't we? I can't see anything, though. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we put these on... Right, I've got my data model. Put that on there like that, and let it do its thing. It shouldn't explode anything. Right. So now, if I click it with this thing... Right, so we have the data model, that's good. Now we just need to put that into our deplaner. like that. And then when we kill the wither, the level of this will go up. So it's, at the moment it says 0 of 6. So we need to kill 6 of these, and then this will be at the next level. So we can put this in a curious slot. So let's put that in there. And now we just need to kill this thing. So let's not make this more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, that's one. Now, if we have a look... Okay, so that now says 1 of 6. So we just need to do that another 5 times, and then we can actually start using it. And it says at the top left of the screen as well, so that's good. Only 5 remaining. But we also have our first Nether star. Nice. And that's the last one, so we now have the basic model, so we need 12 to go up to the next level, but rather than do that, we can just put it into the machine and it will do it for us. It is better, if you can, to go through them and kill them manually as much as you can, but because it's the wither and this effect is annoying, we might as well just let the machine do its thing and it'll get there eventually. But for now, I do have 6 nether stars, so I can start using them for the next thing that I want to do. Right, so now we've got this model, we should get these put to use, shouldn't we? So let's do the simulation chamber, and this is fairly basic stuff. So we're just going to do one of each for now. So we've got the simulation chamber and also the loot fabricator. Do that. So we'll have those. And these don't need to be connected to each other, you just need to pass items from one to the other. So you do tend to put them pretty close to each other. So this is turning into a bit of a working area, this, but it was never intended to be like this. I'm going to tidy this up eventually. This one needs power and does this. I don't think this... Oh yeah, they both need power. So we have some gates. So let's just do that like that. And those should receive more than enough power. Okay, so if we grab our deep learner. And we'll take that model out of there. We just need to put this into here, just like that. And it says the model accuracy is 5%. So we need this to be much higher, like in the 90s. So the way we do that is put it in here and let it run, and it'll go up slightly every cycle. To get this started, we need to craft something called a prediction matrix. I don't think I did the pattern for this, which I didn't. So let's grab some of these. So if we put this in here with all the other hostile neural network stuff, and then now I should be able to craft a ton of these. And you do tend to go through a lot of these, so we'll do a few. Grab those. And we will set this up so it automatically puts these into here. But if we just put that into there, you can see that is going up. And once it gets to the top, it's going to improve this model a bit. So you can see it says 0.48 collected for the next level. So once that gets to the top, that should go up a little bit. So that's killed one of them. And now it's gone to 5.35. So it's going to be a very slow process to get it up to the next level. And I'm going to need to make sure I've got these. And also I need to get these out of here as well. So the generalized ender prediction. But if we just have a look at what we can get from this. In here, this can produce the ender prediction, but also the wither prediction as well. And with the wither prediction, we can put this in the loot fabricator, and this will turn into nether stars. So I will get this set up, but it should be all right for now. So I think now we need to sort out the power, don't we? And yeah, that's why we need the nether stars, because I want to get into the top level of the power reactors. And to do that, I'm going to basically move all of this. What did I just break? Was that the import bus? It was, wasn't it? Okay, right, so we're going to rip all this up, and I need to take all these out of here because I'm going to move this as well. And yeah, we'll get rid of that. And don't need any of this over here now because I'm going to set this up properly in a different area that is not right next to all this. And then I'm also going to take these, and I'm going to increase these to the spirited ones, and I probably should have set this up before I did. Right, so I have a chest here that is got some other patterns in, but that is for the aluminium once we get into that. And this is where I'm going to put my energizing orb, and then at the back we can have the power cables, but I'm going to use the next level of these so we can get tons in. And this already has a cable under there. I've already wired this up to my ME system. So now we can put all of these back in here, can't we? So let's do this in order so it's all looks right. And then we've got the stuff for the power reactor as well. So this is going to produce us the uraninite. No one knows how to say that, do they? And then the dry ice as well. And then The last slot, we're just going to put the aluminium one in there, but we're not going to do that today. Right, so now I should be able to craft some of these spirited cables, which are these things here. And I'm going to use the ones that use up these. Tell you what, let's do a pattern for those as well. Because I already have the pattern in for the capacitor, but I just don't want to do it myself. So I'll stick that in there. And now if we try and get the spirited cables, don't need many. Okay, that should do it. And do I also have the ender gate as well? Can I do this one? Yeah, that's 200,000 FE per tick. Now, not that I can generate that kind of power, but I will be able to by the end of this video, definitely. So I'll grab 4 of those. And I also want to upgrade these to the next one as well. So I had 8, didn't I? So let's do 8 again. And yeah, it's going to need to do 41 of those. So that's probably going to use a lot of power doing that. But oh no, oh, that's bad, isn't it? I also need to set this on blocking mode as well. You know what? We're going to cancel that one. I do have 2 though, so that is good. We'll take those. This is a slight oversight. No worries. And we'll stick those on there like that. And then I'll put one of these ender gates on here. Right, so I'll cancel that one. We don't need that. That did not go well. Let's try that again. If I put these in here, should we just do one at a time? Make sure this is working properly. So I've got everything for this. And it just needs to do one of those. I can live with that. And that's done it. So now, obviously, I need to do an import bus on here as well. I definitely didn't forget that. So we'll have a quartz fiber going off there like that. Need the storage bus on there. And then the import bus on there like that. And then we just wire that up. That should do its thing. Yeah. So we'll put the acceleration cards in there as well. And there we go. Right. So now that should be there. Okay, so I've got that. So we'll just do another 2. Right, so there's 10 into that. Okay, that's good. So I'll stick another one on there. This is really going to be draining my power. But it seems to be keeping up. That's right, that's good. I'll put these on as well. Right, so those are all done, which is good. Now do I have... Right, so I've got 3 more. So I might as well do 3 more of these. Yeah, that is definitely dropping quite a lot. But it is filling back up again. So, yeah. So as soon as it stops, it does go back up. So let's grab the rest of those and get this up to full power. Like that. Let's try doing our first Nitro one now. Now this is quite expensive and it does use a Nether star, but you get 16 out of it. So let's do that. I can't remember how much power it uses though. 20 million. That is a lot, isn't it? So yeah, we're definitely just going to do 1 here. What's power like there? Oh, that went right down, didn't it? It's gone back up, and it did do its thing, so that's alright. I just used all the power in there, and I now have 32 nitro crystals. So I'm not going to upgrade that into the next lot, but what I do want to do is see if we can do these power reactors. This thing, and yes, this is going to be quite expensive, and you need to make 36 of these things. So let's see if I've got everything to do this. 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I do need more nether stars for this. I need 144 of these things. That's going to be hard. That's going to be really hard. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm just going to craft the rest of these, but I'll probably just do them one. Let's do 2. No, I'm going to do them one at a time because my power is definitely not going to keep up with this. So I may need to go kill a few more withers as well. Do that the manual way. So yeah, this is absolutely ridiculous. Look at all that. But it is doing it. It's just the power just all goes. So we'll keep those. Actually, we'll keep those in there because that won't have been included in that last recipe with it. So let's have a look at that. 36. And so I only need 3. That's not too bad. And it needs to make another 96 of these. I've got a bit of work to do. Right, so I'll just come back here to check on this. And we have good news. This is already full. And our prediction matrix is already gone. So we need to put some more of those in. So I'll get this automated now as well. So we can take that. But we also have some of the wither predictions as well. So if we put those into here. So we just need to click on the nether star. And that will start producing it for us. So we have add 9 in there. So we're going to get 9 nether stars out of that. Which is really good. Considering this is only at 24%, I thought it'd take a lot longer to get those, and we already have another one. So let's stick that in there. And what we're going to do with this modular router, this is really over the top, isn't it? No, I'll tell you what, we'll do a pipe. Let's just do a pipe. Let's just craft a few more of these. Right, so I'll have those, and that's definitely enough to get that reactor going now, isn't it? So I'll put those in there. And while we're up here, we'll just do something like this. You know, I probably should have used modular router for this, but never mind. We're committed now. So I'll do that. I'll put those in there. Put that on top. And then I can... This is horrible. Why did I think this was a good idea? And then if we take the other stuff out the back. Generalized ender prediction. Put that in there. I'm definitely going to tie this up and I'll do it properly somewhere, but that'll do for now. Let's have a barrel there. Okay, so that's doing this thing. The nether stars aren't going anywhere, but if this fills up, I'm not going to cry about it, because that's plenty. So this is getting there now, 27%, and we have had a few nether stars out of it already, and here comes another one. Let's see if we can do these reactors now. So I'll just put everything away. And with the reactors as well, there is a quest for each one. So even though I don't want to use each level of it, I might as well. Where are they? There is a quest reward for each level, so I'm going to craft each one separately. And is it starter or basic? I always forget. So yes, starter first. And we need 36 of these, don't we? And that is, oh yeah, this is the uranite as well. I completely forgot about this, but that is going to be automatically created down here for us, which it should be doing it now, if it hasn't already finished. So yeah, I already got the recipe for that in there. It is just this stuff, the uranium ingots, which we have an absolute ton of now from the sieving. So that is just putting that into there, and that gives us what we need for the reactor. Let's take those out. That should be a quest. And then we can do the next level. And then same again, it's going to need to do these. And that's the next one. So basically, same thing right up to the nitro level. Now, I don't know if I've got enough to do that. I'll just get up to that level and then we'll see where we are. Right, so we've got that up to the spirited level now. So this is the second to last one. And all of them went okay, but this one really struggled for power. So that completely drained everything. So we'll just have a look in these gates. Yeah, this is completely empty now. So I think this is finished, so it should be recharging. But yeah, doing those spirited crystals from the emeralds, 1 million each, yeah, that took quite a lot. So I need to wait for my power to build back up again. When with this thing, it takes quite a while. Now, I could probably use this one. This does 100,000 FE per tick, which is, yeah, more than good enough. And this is, yeah, this is going to struggle, isn't it? So yeah, it's probably still sucking out all of the power to go into these things, because they do hold quite a lot. So what they got? Yeah, so these hold 4 million FE each, and they're up to what, 1 point, is it sharing out evenly? Yeah, so they're about nearly halfway there. So I'll wait for these to do the thing, and then we can get the rest of these nitro crystals done, but let's just have a look at what we need. So for this, now I'm not going to click accidentally again, like I did with the crystals, but for this, actually, no, yeah, we need to craft 80 of these, which is 5 of them, isn't it? 5 of the recipe. So yeah, oh no, I've already got that. Let's just stick those in there so it knows what it's doing. Yeah, so 5 on the stars, that's all right. Yeah, it's just these things. So let's wait for these to build back up, and then we can do that. Where we at? 2.7. Right, so this might be receiving power. Right, so this is the problem. Everything has run out up here, but I also remembered I left this chest floating here, and this has got a ton of uranium in it, and I'm not going to process this automatically from a normal system. What I want to do with this is use my Fortune 4 pickaxe on it, so we can get a ton of this, and then we can automatically export it into the reactor once we get that going. So while I'm waiting for the power to come back up, I'm just going to Fortune all this and get it all cooked up, and we should be somewhere near. Okay, so we've got all this, and this is building back up now, so that must mean that those things are full, although it is dipping a little bit. Yeah, we'll get there, but honestly, once this is all done, we're not going to have any power issues for a while anyway. So let's stick those in there, and those can cook up. Those lame rich, so we'll get a little bit more out of it. Right, so that's full again. Now this will start building up as well, hopefully. You know, I think I'm just going to have to do it. I'll just do one of these nitro recipes at a time, and hopefully it'll get some. So I need to do 5 of them, which is not going to be fun. Right, do one of those. 20 million FE, that's ridiculous. Okay, that's one done. Let's just do it. What's the worst that can happen? Well, the worst thing that could happen is my AE2 system could go off if I run out of power. Oh yeah, it needs to make the blazing crystals first. Okay, that's that one done. And do we have any power? Right, there is power left. That's alright. So we'll let that build up again, and we'll get in there. So I just need to do this 3 more times, and then we can do the final stage of the reactor. Nice. Right, so I was getting a bit desperate for power there, so what I've done is removed all of the diamond upgrades from my sieves and flux hammers. So yeah, I'm hardly using any power now, apart from my AE2 system. So this is going up a little bit. So this is full. Got 10 million in there, and then got another 40 million in here. So let's see if we're any closer. Just need to do, what was it, another 3, I think. Right, so let's do another one. And these are alright, these are no problem, but then once it puts the other stuff in, this is where it all just goes. Look at that. Right, so that's another one done. Right, so we just need another 32, and we're there. Should we push it? Do another one now. Okay, and that is one more. So if this builds all the way back up, and it has, so I probably don't have much of a buffer left, but we're going to need one more. So let's just do it. All right, we're at full power, and it's doing it. And that's it. So now we should be able to do this top level reactor. Right. 36. And it's already got those. Just needs to do a few of the Renite. And that's it. So go. It's just doing a bit, yeah. So that's it. We have top level reactor. Nice. Okay, that is a big weight off. So if we now, we need another ender cell. And I would like to do the Nitro one. Oh, can I do this? Right, so it does need to do one more of those. That's all right. We're going to do that, can't we? Let's go with that. Now, it is probably struggling for power now, because I think I pushed it right. Right, it's doing it, but... Oh, no, we're there. We're good. Yeah, because it was doing all the blazing crystals first. So, we'll have that. And let's just grab everything we need to get this set up. And I am going to automate this, but let's just do what we need for now. I need to do some dry ice, I haven't done any of that yet. So, let's just get a stack of that. And then I need some uranite as well, and that's using this. Alright, we've already got a stack of that in there. And I've got a bucket of water on me. So let's just grab this. Let's just be impatient, go get it done. And I'm going to put these down where my mob farm is. That was the original idea for this area. So I think I'm going to have a few of these reactors along here. I don't know if I'm going to have like a center room and like section all this off, so it's not just one big thing like this. But if you just go a little bit further down, we can put, so all you need to do with this, put it in the center of where you want it to be built, and then it'll do the rest for you. So just go like that. And I'll take all 36 and place them. And I have this ender cell. So once that's formed, that'll start doing its thing. I can put the ender cell down, and then once we give this... Oh, no, actually, no, this already does have capacity, doesn't it? So this isn't going to do anything at the minute. But if we just put some water in there, we don't need to fill the water up. That won't go anywhere. And if we just put everything in, this will start making power. So we're just going to turn it to auto mode on, and then it'll only be active when it's at less than 70%. So once it gets up to 70%, it'll just shut itself off, which is definitely what we want. These things don't blow up, but it's just a waste if you don't do that. So that will automatically pump it into there, and it already has 2 million. I can put a bigger capacity in there, so let's go do that. Let's increase the capacity of that. So to do that, we just need to craft the energy cells. So I don't know if I have any. I'm not going to do the Nitro one because that's just ridiculous, but we could do one or two of these. I think I've only got 10 million in there at the minute, which is, I don't even know what that is. I think that's just a hardened one. Yeah, so that's all I've got in there at the minute. So we'll go with the spirited. And that needs to do 12 of these, which is quite a lot of power, but we should be okay now. This should come in fairly quick. Right, so it needs to go through each stage to do that, but it'll get there. Should probably keep a stock of these in as well. Just put them in here somewhere. Right, so there we have our energy cell, and this will be able to give our ender cell another 400 million capacity. So let's go do that, and it should fly up actually, because it's just going to be powered by this. So if we go in here and hold down shift, that's highlighted, so just click that into there. That now has a capacity of 410 million, which is way more than I had before. I only had 10 million, and look at how quickly that has gone up. So I now have a buffer of 410 million. That is crazy. So I'm going to do a ton more of these, and I should probably upgrade these as well, shouldn't I? Let's should we do that? Let's just grab one, and then we can come over. It needs to do one at a time because obviously we need them there. So let's do one of these. Okay, so a bit manual that, but it's all right. And that is actually charging up from my player charger, isn't it? That's great. Let's stick that on there. So that holds what, 20 million. That's crazy. So now if I just try and get a ton of the Nitro, it should be a lot easier. Now I don't have tons of nether stars, but they are coming in. So let's do a bit of this. Should we just go mad and do 20? That's 32. Now I should probably upgrade this to Nitro as well. So I've got a few more upgrades to do, but we're getting there now. And speaking of upgrades, and now my power is sorted, I finally upgraded all of my diamond upgrades into netherite. And with all those done, I got them installed into all of my civs, and also into all of the flux hammers. I then got another reactor going, and I thought it'd be cool if I recorded the whole process here and we could have that as a little time lapse. But then this happened, of all the places to spawn. I did let him off though because he was selling the diamond leggings I wanted, so I grabbed some emeralds and bought them, then upgraded them to netherite. I thought as it was at the start I could get back to recording a bit of a time lapse, but then this happened, so I gave up on that. I did get the other reactor though and set that down next to the other one, and then finally had another trip to the Nether to see if I could find anything in the Bastion. And while I was in the Nether, I flew around and found a few more Nether fortresses and grabbed all of the blaze spawners. And the last thing I've just done is I was outside at night and the phantoms spawned, so I grabbed myself another data model and made one from the phantoms, but there was only 2 that spawned before the night was over. Okay, I'm trying not to do too much off camera, but I have done a couple of bits. So this janky setup we had for the simulation chamber, I've moved that down here because it was just terrible with all those pipes and barrels. So I still only have the one up and running. I've just set up another 3 for once we get some other stuff. So we just got the phantom data model. So once I get that fully done and got all 6, I'll get that in there. We can get some phantom membranes. But the wither one has been running and we're at 77% now. So this is absolutely crazy. So if we just come through into here, I've got everything coming into here. So yeah, 500, what's that? 585 of the generalized ender prediction. And I already have over 300 nether stars, so this is definitely doing its thing. And I did switch back to using the modular routers, so it's very simple. This I've just got an export bus on this one, and this is exporting the prediction matrix. I don't keep a stock of these, but I have a crafting card in here and I have the recipe for this, so when they're needed they're just exported into here. And then I have a distributor module set to all 4 of these simulation chambers, but it only sends it into the one that actually has a model in. So these 3 are set to receive them, but because there's nothing in there, not getting them at the minute. So that's quite cool that it does that. I then have a modular router for each of these as well, so I only have one set up at the minute obviously, but this just pulls everything out of the simulation chamber. Then there's a filter on this sender module, and this sends the wither prediction into the loot fabricator. And then I have another puller module on the loot fabricator, and then that pulls out the nether star. And then finally we have the last sender module, and this is whitelisted to send the nether star and the generalized ender prediction over into the storage drawers. So nice and simple, and I will do the same for these 3 once I get these 3 set up as well. And while we're back here, let's have a look at this. I've removed the old power setup, so none of the lava generators, all the thermo generators have gone, and we just have this ender cell up here for now. I'll probably remove this as well, but we have the player transmitter on top of that for the minute, and I don't really need that because I'm not really charging anything. And then I've also added some of these in as well. I just tried to do a big automated craft, and these weren't big enough, so I've added 2 extra 64k crafting storages onto each of these, so that should do me for now. And speaking of upgrades again, I've also upgraded all of these energizing rods and cables into Nitro, so this is crazy now. This goes so quick, and it's also a Nitro ender gate on there as well, and it's so quick actually that I can just do like 100 at a time, and it's no problem. And what I've also done to speed that up is I'm auto stocking the power stuff now. So when I was requesting these, what was happening first, it was doing these first and then these, so I had to wait for them. But the way it works now is when I request these, it uses these out of here, does these, I can take them, and then it'll go back and do these while I'm off doing my own thing. So let's see that in action. Let's just do another 100 because I'm just addicted to this now because it is so much better. So I'll have another 100 of those. Gonna do 112 with 7 nether stars, but as we've already seen, that is no problem. So I'll get that going, and I'll come over here, and it doesn't have to do the blazing crystal first. Just puts those straight in there, and then yeah, it just flies through them. And once they're all done, it'll just start doing the blazing crystals again. So now it should do that. Should it? Or did it have enough? Yeah, so that is already up to 64 again. So I must have already had some somewhere else. But if those had gone down, that would have been doing the blazing crystals now. Alright, so last thing I want to do is get these things automated. So we have the 2 of these set up. They're both feeding this same channel of the ender cell. So way over the top. But if I just put some export buses on here, I've got everything on me that I need. So I've got another P2P tunnel, I've got that linked up, and then we have this second cable coming down here, and this one splits off down here. So I am going to have another 2 at this side. Right, so if we just connect these up, these can export into here, and we just need to tell it what we want to export. So I'll have one of those, the coal, and the dry ice. The water is already in there, that doesn't need restocking, but we also want to put a crafting card into here as well. So if it doesn't have any of this in stock, it can automatically craft it up because we have the recipes for these, and these are just in storage drawers anyway. So may as well speed that up as well. Not that it's really needed because they don't come in that fast. Right, so that has crafted those and filled those back up, and we just do the same on this side. and then put the crafting card in there as well, and the acceleration cards. So that should be doing its thing, filling that up. Probably take a minute to get the dry ice, and then it should do the uranite. I can just stick some in there to get it started, and that is on auto mode on as well. So that is done. That is fully automated to Nitro power reactors, and between episodes I'll get another 2 done and just put them on this side, and we also need to have a think about a room down here, don't we? But I think next time I'm actually going to get on with making a base out of this, because it's horrible at the minute, isn't it? I need to make this look really cool. So I've got a few ideas and it's going to be pretty epic, but that is definitely not a job for today. So next time we'll get on with some base building, but I'm very happy with the progress that we've made today. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.